Luke Crivello steps up, second place hitter. Left-hand batter. He'll be on the hill to start for RC in the bottom of the inning. Grant dives back in on a pickoff move. Joseph Moulton on the hill, right-hander, number 9. Moulton throws, Sonke goes, ball, and Sonke head first slide is in at second with a stolen base. Had a great jump. Play was executed by Ripon's defense perfectly, but just too much of a jump for a speedster. So 1-0 to Crivello. Out of the stretch, Moulton. Crivello turns to bunt. The ball's a wild pitch inside. Luke jumps out of the way, and Sonke walks down to third. So the RC running game, famous in these parts, is activated immediately. First pitch, base hit, steal a second, wild pitch, 2-0 count to Crivello, ball 3 inside. So the world's Luke's oyster right here. Possibly get the take sign. Bat held high, the left-hand hitter, lanky Crivello, takes a strike call by the home plate umpire Connor. Signal with his left hand, actually, which fooled me for a second. So 3-1 to pitch. Strike 2. That one he got with his right hand. The outside corner's been dotted by Moulton on those two. So the pitcher, Joseph Moulton has come back from a 3-0 to go 3-2. And here's the delivery. Swung on it high in the air to left center field. Left fielder moving over. The ball drops, and the run scores. Luke Crivello. He used that inside out left hand swing, a beautiful swing all last year. 1-0 Ripon Christian. Okay, Moulton out of the stretch. Pitch to Josh Buffalo is ball 1. We'll get the Ripon defense here quickly. Buffalo waiting for the 1-0. Crivello off first and takes off. Fastball high, ball. The throw is not there in time. The throw looked good, but the shortstop, Sandoval, had to backhand it, and a sweep tag just missed Crivello going in head first under the tag. Here comes the Ripon head coach, Matt Gilmer. Asks the home plate umpire, the base umpire, and gets a quick word and heads back to the dugout. Like I said, the throw was there in time, but a little bit off to the backhand side, and the sweep tag was not able to be executed. I believe it's 2-0 to Buffalo. Crivello leads off second. Joseph Moulton trying to get out of trouble early. 2-0 pitch, way up high. Pardon me, 2-1 is the count. That second pitch had been called a strike on the steal. So 2-1. Buffalo looking to drive in a run early. Ball 3, high and outside. So the starter Moulton's been wild up a little bit here in the first inning. A junior right-hander trying to get his legs under him. Crivello off second. And the pitch. Down and away, ball 4. Knocked down by the catcher Cackley. No further damage. So Dustin Hookstra will step up to the plate. We have a timeout for a visit to the mound by the Ripon pitching coach. Around the infield, let's go with Moulton on the hill. Cackley behind the plate. At first base is Wilbur. Second base, Swafford. Shortstop, Sandoval. Third base is Dawson Downs. In the left field, we have Garcia. Center field, Hunt. Right field, Lopez. And Dorn will be DHing for the pitcher Moulton in the 4th spot. For RC, it's Sankey, Crivello, Buffalo, Hoekstra, Koolhaas, Anderson, Van Unen, Sauer, and Josh Crivello in the batting order. So Hoekstra steps in, 2 on, none out, 1-0. Pitch swung on and missed. Fastball down the middle. Dustin swung over it. Shortstop dives in behind Crivello, but ball outside. Sandoval at short, trying to jockey back behind Crivello. Second baseman pulled quite a bit off to the right. Okay, the 1-1 pitch. Fastball dots the outside corner, strike 2. So visit from the mound seems to have gotten Moulton settled down a little bit. Counts 1-2 to Dustin Hoekstra. Beautiful day, 63 degrees. Very slight wind. Shortstop in behind the runner, and a balk is called. When the shortstop broke the pitcher, I saw a little twitch. I believe he broke contact with the rubber. And so a balk puts 2 runners in scoring position. Still a 1-2 count to Hoekstra. Moulton throws. Swung on a miss, strike 3. He brought the heat on that at bat and got his first out of the game. So David Koolhaas will step up to the box. At Escalon, a windy game Friday, RC struck for 3 runs in the top of the first, and they're looking to try and replicate that at least. Pitch to David. Outside, ball 1. So since the mound visit, Moulton's gone strictly heat in his selection of pitches. See if he breaks it up. Here's the 0-1. Up high, ball 2. That ball had a little hop to it. Sitting about 10, 15 feet to the right of home plate and behind the plate. You can just see it break. Okay, the 2-0. Swung on, hit high in the air. Center field, tagging is Crivello. The catch is made in center. The throw comes in. He's up standing, cut off by the first baseman, and it's 2-0 RC. Great job of situational baseball by David Koolhaas. Got the bat on the ball, got it to the outfield deep enough to make it 2-0. Caden Anderson steps in. It'll take a base hit to score Buffalo. Ball 1 outside. You'll probably hear the mitt pop on that one. Caden's been making a lot of good hard contact with the bat so far this season. Okay, the 1-0. Swung on and missed. Home plate umpire Connor holds up the 1-1 count. Shouts it out to the pitcher. Timeout. As Anderson steps out briefly and then back into the box. Moulton out of the stretch. And he throws. That's up high. So the count's 2-1. Oh, foul straight back. So the count rolls to 2-2. Appreciate the home plate umpire, Connor, giving the hand signal and verbal signal to the count almost every pitch. Helps all the spectators and personnel on the field as well. All right, time's in. They look like they kept that ball in play. So the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, hit high to center field, drifting back, waiting, and making an over-the-shoulder catch is center fielder Hunt, and the inning is over. So the Knights strike for 2 runs in the top of the first and lead it 2-0. All right, we'll be back after a brief message.
Commercials.
back at Mislin Field. We'll give you the Knights' defensive alignment. Starting pitcher is Luke Crivello. Behind the plate, Josh Buffalo. At first base, David Coolhouse. Second base, Josh Crivello. Shortstop, Grant Sonke. And at third base, Caden Anderson, sometimes called KJ. In left field, Ricky Van Unen. Center field is Logan Sauer. And then in right field, Dustin Hookster. So Crivello fires the first pitch of the inning. Fastball, strike call on the outside corner. Leadoff hitter Sandoval is up. Isaac Sandoval for the Indians. The 0-1. Fastball a little bit down. Got it knee high, but a little bit outside and down. So Crivello working quickly. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed. He went a little bit further out and a little bit further down and got the batter to bite. So 1-2 count, Isaac Sandoval. Leading off the bottom of the first, Ripon Christian 2, the Indians of Ripon High, nothing. The 1-2, Wild in the dirt, backhanded by Buffalo. I know Luke throws a knuckle curve and a curveball. Looks like that curveball he just kind of yanked. Here's the 2-2. Fastball, Steve Reich, 3 call, let her high. So we got the high strike call for out number 1. So big Dawson Downs, left-hand hitter, number 56, steps up. We all know Dawson from baseball, basketball, quite an athlete. All right, Crivello looking in, and he throws. Swung on, fouled off, and out of play down the left field line. The home Indians here at Mislin are wearing their all whites with the red numbers, helmet, socks, lettering. Very sharp home uniform. Here's the pitch. Oh, wild and outside. Goes to the backstop. Rebounds back out to Crivello. So the count is 1-1. The visiting Knights with their beautiful royal blue tops, gray pants, gray and blue visitor hats. Here's the 1-1. Another one high and away, ball 2. So if you were listening Friday at the game at Escalon, that was Luke's first outing since basketball ended on Tuesday night. Fastball, strike call on the outside. So Crivello has even the count at 2-2 to Dawson Downs. The 2-2. On a rip foul. Almost gets Coach DeVisser down the first base line at the dugout, edge of the dugout. But you probably heard it clang off the fence. So the count remains 2-2. Ball 3, high and outside. Infield deep, straight away, outfield the same. The pitch. Swung on, popped up. Calling for it is Sonke. He drifts out, he drifts over, and he dives. The ball's off his mitt. Downs is safe at first. Grant was having trouble with that from the get-go. He called it, turned back to the infield and went out about 15 feet. And then when he looked up, you could tell he'd lost it a little bit. So I would assume an E6 puts the runner on. All right, the third place hitter, Wilbur, the first baseman. Right-hand hitter is up, and the pitch. Swung on a miss, breaking ball. So strike 1, 0-1 to Owen Wilbur. Downs with the medium lead off first. Now a bigger lead. He bluffs, and Crivello steps off the mound towards second base, negating any balk call. So Downs back in. He's stretching his lead, and the pitch is up and gets the top of the helmet for Owen Wilbur. So a couple of Knights' defensive miscues have put 2 on with 1 out. And Dorn, the DH, will be batting. The cleanup hitter, wearing number 5, big right-hand hitter. Got his pants up. knee high.
Right out front, kid.
Josh Buffalo, quick trip to the mound to settle down his starter, Luke Crivello. Luke throws, inside, ball one. Nate Dorn, the senior, right-hand hitter. Power hitter, looking body for sure. Okay, the 1-0 from Crivello, inside, almost hits him, gets to the backstop. And the umpire has called a hit by pitch. The batter did not indicate he'd been hit. And home plate ump, Connor, meets Coach DeVisser halfway between the dugout and home and says, I have a graze of the jersey. So, deep trouble early for the Knights. Left fielder Garcia is up, a left-hand batter. Bases loaded, 1 out, 2-0 Ripon Christian. The first pitch is outside for 1-0. Pitch swung on, line drive. Fair ball down in the right field corner. Cut off by Hoekstra. He throws in, hits a cutoff man, and 2 runs have scored to tie it up. So mistakes come back to haunt Ripon Christian immediately on that first pitch line drive to right by Garcia. Ricardo Garcia with 2 RBIs. We have a timeout. Ripon Christian as they'll confab on the mound. The next batter will be Hunt. That would be Brady Hunt, senior center fielder. Luke had his first, Crivello had his first pitching experience Friday, and frankly did not have any base runners as I recall. Threw a lot of strikes, had a 1-2-3 inning, quick inning. So this is his first experience out of the stretch with runners on since last spring. So understandable, things are not as smooth as you'd want. We'll see how he can work out of it. Kid Garcia really roped that line drive RBI, 2 RBI singles. So 2-2, scores even. There's 1 out, runners are first and third, and Hunt steps to the plate, shows bunt. Crivello throws, strike call, runner goes to second. The throw is high, and it's a steal. He had a great jump, kind of a bunt and run situation.
Let's go, Knights, come on.
So it's an 0-1 count. 2 runners in scoring position, second and third. Say Coach DeVisser for Ripon Christian tells the infield to stay back. You just stop the big inning. Pitch. Swung on and missed. Counts 0-2. Nice little breaking ball. Slider. A little sharp curve. I would think slider the way it looked. Okay, so 2 strikes. Crivello could really use a strikeout. The pitch. Swung on. Hit high in the air. Foul and out of play down the right field line. Hits a retaining wall and bounces back onto the field. And that ball's thrown out of play. So the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, chopped, fair ball to third. The throw to first is wild throw. 2 runs are going to score. And the runner goes into second. And it's an early disastrous inning for the Knights. It was a chopper to third base. Caden Anderson was caught in between in his decision. The runner from third was coming to the plate. The runner coming over from second was just about past him, so he couldn't make the tag. And his throw, he tried to put a little extra juice on it and airmailed it. So Crivello's got to keep working. He got a ground ball, which he wanted, but not the right kind of ground ball. Check swing, but a strike called on the outside corner to number 22, Swafford. Cole Swafford playing second base today. Pitch, breaking ball, down for ball one. Okay, Crivello out of the stretch. Fastball down the middle. That's a strike. The count goes to 1-2. Luke steps off the mound, bluffs back to second, drives the runner back. Josh Crivello trying to keep him close. The pitch, breaking ball. He got the top of the ball, stayed alive. Good job by Swafford. So Luke Crivello digging deep, out of the stretch, throws down and away, gets away from Buffalo. He stretched to backhand it.
Let's go, Luke. You got this.
I would have to call it pass ball. It was not an easy play, but the backhand stab was not affected. So 2-2 the count. If it's called a wild pitch, I got no argument with it either. It's very hard to determine, but whatever, it was wild. So the pitch down and away again has gone full, 3-2. You can see a little frustration on Luke Crivello walking in to get the ball back from Buffalo, back to the mound. All right, here's the full count. 3-2 pitch. Fastballs. Ball 4. Home plate umpire signaled to first base with his right hand, but it looked like his right hand coming up for a late strike call, but it was down and away. So Ripon has almost batted around. The 8th place hitter, Lopez, is coming up. Dom Lopez, base pitch, strike, throw to second, throw to the plate, and they're safe at both bases. Wow. So a double steal, the runner from first, drew the throw. Josh Crivello second, cut in front to grab, throw from Buffalo, and to the plate. Both were accurate, but the delay in executing a relay made him safe at the plate and safe at second. All right, Crivello fires, down and away. Okay, the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, grounded, back to Crivello. He throws to first. Runner goes to third. So there are 2 out, and the 9th place hitter, the catcher, Cackley. Landon Cackley, a junior, steps up to the plate. Strike 1 call. Ball 1. Did he go? They asked the base umpire. He said no. 0-2. Counts 2-1. Ripon High already ahead 5-2. Have another big runner at third. Ravello trying to minimize the damage. Ground ball to third. Anderson Fields throws and gets him. So a big 5-run bottom of the first for Ripon. As we go to break, it's Ripon Indians 5, the Ripon Christian Knights 2. So back at Mifflin Park, just recapping that first inning for Ripon. We had a strikeout, an error, a hit by pitch, another hit by pitch, a single, another error, a walk, a ground out, and another ground out. And that is how you give up 5 runs. So Ricky Van Unen leading off. The first pitch swings. It's it high in the air, and it clears the bleachers down the third baseline. I could hear it rallying around in there. The Ripon fans, looks like a lot of students, got out of the way with no damage. Okay, 0-1 to Van Unen. And the pitch. Well, that foul straight back. So 0-2 to Van Unen, the left fielder. RC hoping for a bounce back inning here to get back in the game and not let it get away. 0-2 pitch, up and in, ball 1. So it's interesting, after starting out kind of shaky, Joseph Moulton on the hill took a meeting with his coach to heart and has been very tough since. Okay, the 1-2, outside. About waist high, but the backhand stab by the catcher showed ball 2. So 2-2 to Van Unen. Junior left fielder. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, pop foul, up in the air toward the first base dugout, and off the screen and out of play. Pitch, up and away. Van Unen fighting his way out of an 0-2 count. He's run it to full. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swung on, hit foul down the left field line. He got in front of one, and the top spin curled it foul on the grass past the infield left field line. In the opening day game against Venture Academy, Ricky kept one of those fair for a 2-run double. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 4. What a great at bat. Ricky Van Unen down 0-2, fouling pitches off, using knowledge of the strike zone to his advantage, and gets a leadoff walk. So Logan Sauer to the plate, center field today. Pitch to Logan, he turns the bunt and he's hit. He could not get out of the way of it. Once he turned the bunt, it hit him square in the upper body. There's some dispute by Ripon High again. And it looks like home plate umpire Connor is going to ask Dalton, the base umpire, whether he thought Sauer fouled it, which seems unlikely, but I think that must be the question they're asking. Logan turned, faced the pitcher to bunt, giving himself up, and the ball came basically right down his throat, about chest high. So he kind of jumped back as best he could at the last second and took it for the team. I'm pretty close. I did not hear any sound other than the sound hitting him. The head coach for Ripon, Gilmer, I know what he's saying. He's saying that Sauer offered at the pitch as if he was bunting. I think that was just survival, trying to get out of the way of it. That was not an attempt to bunt the ball that was coming down his, like I said, coming down his throat. And the umpires agree with me, which is nice. So runner on second, Van Unen. Runner on first, Sauer. And the ninth place hitter, Josh Crivello, steps to the plate. Moulton immediately in some trouble. Lead off walk and a hit by pitch. Crivello turns to bunt, bunts at it, and it's strike one. Ricky Van Unen with a delayed steal. Steals it standing up as the catcher did not throw. He saw what was happening and he just ate the ball. I do not know what happened there. It looked to me like the third baseman was right on the bag. But whatever, the Knights will take it. First and third. Nobody out, 0-1 count, Josh Crivello. We call him Shua for Joshua. So Shua looking to put the ball down, and he bunts it straight back off the backstop. So it's 0-2. So Coach DeVista at third asks to verify 0-2 count with home plate umpire Connor. Goes through his signals, and we're ready to roll. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Moulton. Up and away, fastball. Kind of a waste pitch. 1-2. Looking out in the outfield, I see three vehicles out behind the left field fence. A little drive-in baseball. Here's a 1-2, up and away again, 2-2. So Crivello trying to dial in a pitch he can handle with two strikes. Got to 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Foul. Up in the air and off the backstop. So, hanging tough. Okay, time's back in. Crivello waiting. Bat held high, right-hand hitter. Swung and a miss. Fastball, ate him up. Strike three, so that's one out. Still Sauer at first, Van Unen at third. But the Knights to the top of the order, and there's thunder in some of these bats. So Grant Sonke looking at his coach. Steps in. Moulton delivers. Outside, ball one. I did not mention the entire infield and pitching mound is artificial turf here at Missland Park. It's very, very awkward for me to see some of the things here. Pitch, the runner goes, is strike called, and the steal by Logan Sauer. I did not hear any of the Ripon infielders give a verbal warning runner or anything like that. So the steal. Now the 1-1 pitch to Sankey. It's outside corner, breaking ball. There's a little sharp slider, and that nicked the outside corner on the way through. So Sankey's got a battle with 2 strikes, 1 and 2 count. He's got to get a runner in with only 1 out. The 1-2 pitch, way up and away, so 2 and 2. It's a really big moment here, even though it's only the 2nd inning. Ripon Christian can get right back in the ball game. Okay, 2-2. Breaking ball inside. Catcher Cackley tried to convince the umpire to strike by framing it, grabbed it, and brought it in a few inches, but fish weren't biting. So the count's full. Grant Sankey singled in the first. The 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 call. He took one on the outside corner. I think in high school ball, you cannot afford anything close. So there's an opportunity gone a glimmering. And that's up to Luke Crivello to try and help himself out, cut into the deficit. See if Luke goes for that inside-out swing to left field. Here's the first pitch. Fastball. Steve Reich on the outside corner. This is a beautiful pitch. Low. Looked almost unhittable, which is, I believe, why Crivello let it go. So a 1 count. The 0-1. In the dirt. Nice stop by Cackley. Just let it hit off his chest protector, softened the blow, and it rolled a couple feet in front of home. So no damage on the pitch in the, I would say the pitch in the dirt, the pitch on the ground. No dirt. Pitch. Foul. Out of play down the left field line. So Crivello down to 1-2. Down 1-2. All right, big pitch. Bolton out of the stretch and throws. So then sliced foul down the left field line. Luke did go for the inside-out swing, but it was curling through the coach's box. I think Coach DeVisser jumped rope on that one. Yeah, it's all right. Okay, the 1-2 pitch from Moulton. Way up and in. That gave Luke a little shave there. Ducked out of the way, and it's 2-2. All right, the 2-2. High in the air. Foul and out of play over the third base dugout. Housing the Ripon Indians today. The no wind has turned into enough to be annoying. All right, Crivello battling. Still 2-2. Pitch from Moulton. In the air, again, toward the barrier in left field, and a really nice backhand catch by the third baseman. Give that boy a hand. So, at the end of an inning and a half, it remains Ripon 5, Ripon Christian 2. So Jordan Luisi is taking the mound for Ripon Christian. First pitch, down and away, ball one. Ball two, up and away. So Isaac Sandoval's the batter, 2-0 count. Luisi in, pitcher, and the pitch. Oh, did it get him? Nope, inside, ball three. Pitch. Swung on, foul. So he got the green light on the 3-0 Sandoval. It's 5-2 Ripon lead. We're in the bottom of the second inning. And Jordan Luisi in. He played stopper at Escalon, threw a lot of strikes and kept the Knights in business. But that's strike two call. Sandoval threw his bat about 20 feet toward the on-deck batter. But surprise, a late strike call makes the count full at 3-2. Luisi pitching out of a stretch and throws. Swung on foul, straight back. Jordan Luisi had a really big inning at Escalon with the Knights ahead 9-2. It was a fifth inning, I believe, and Escalon with bases loaded and none out. Chance to get back in it, and he got out of the inning. Grounder to third, charged by Anderson, and throws him out. What a gun. What a great play, KJ Anderson. Charged in, grabbed it, glove down on his right side, hop, step, and a fire to first for out number one. That boy can play some defense. Serious defense. Good for him. All right. Dawson Downs the batter. One out, nobody on. He hits one. That's ripped. And it's caught in center field. Dustin Hoekstra.
Yes, Dustin.
So when Luisi went in, Sauer went out and they moved Hoekstra to center and Crivello looped to right. That one's hit hard to center. Going back is Hoekstra. And he makes the catch for out number three. So quickly, hard contact, but good defense. And RC stems the tide. So after two, it remains 5-2 Ripon. So Josh Buffalo, the leadoff batter in the top of the third. Ripon Indians 5, Ripon Christian Knights 2. Joseph Moulton still on the hill for the Indians. Throws ball one. the 1-0. Fastball, strike, knee high. Nice little fastball. Okay, the 1-1. It's breaking ball, strike 2. All right, the 1-2 count. Buffalo got a battle. Here it is. Down and away. So the count's 2-2. Leading off, top of the third, Josh Buffalo takes ball 3. That was a riding fastball to the outside. So full count. RC thinking ball 4, base hit, something to get us started. Here's a full count pitch. Ball 4. Great job, Josh Buffalo. The pitcher, Bolton, came halfway off the mound and questioned the home plate ump. It wasn't a contentious thing. It was was that outside? Was that high? One of those. Okay. So Dustin Hoekstra. Fastball down, ball 1. Okay, short lead by Buffalo. Swung on, grounded foul, and out of play down the third base line. It rolls down into the corner. Sun has gone behind the clouds, unfortunately. The wind has freshened a little bit. It's definitely cooler than it was at game time. Okay. Here's the pitch to Hoekstra. Check swing. Home plate umpire Connor says yes, he did. We have strike 2. Okay. Cleanup hitter Hoekstra. Breaking ball, stayed up high. Goes 2-2, Buffalo on first, nobody out. Knights trailing 5-2, top of the third. Buffalo short lead, pitch, up high, ball 3. So the Knights, one thing, give them credit. They're extending these at-bats. Getting down 0-2, and I think this is the third or fourth player that's gotten from 0-2 to full count. Here it is. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So David Koolhaus up, 1 out, man on first. Okay, the first pitch is squish. That's up and away, ball 1. I want to greet a lot of our listeners here. Rod Gomes, Joan, Iris, Dan Estrada, Dave and Shelley, Leonard, Mary, James Anderson. Listening on Game Mike, strike call. And many more, I would hope, on the live stream. If timeout, a ball's gotten loose out in left field from somewhere. So timeout until that's retrieved and cleaned up. So there's 1 out, top of the third, 5-2. Ripon leads Ripon Christian. And the count to David Koolhaus is 1-1. Josh Buffalo still at first. He led off with a walk. The 1-1 pitch. Line drive right at shortstop. 1 hop. Underhands the second for 1. And the first, it's a double play. Squish just hit it too hard and right at somebody. Again, hard contact, but to no avail. So at the end of 2.5, it remains 5-2 Ripon. So for Ripon High in the bottom of the third, it'll be Dorn, Garcia, and Hunt. Garcia's 1 for 1, had 2 run batted in single in the first, and Hunt 0 for 1, given 2 runs batted in on a ground ball. So Luisi finishes warm-ups. Coaches to their respective boxes. Dorn swinging the big bat. Ready to lead off. Ripon's got some size on this roster. Downs, Dorn, a couple other boys. All right, Jordan Luisi out of the stretch. And the first pitch of inning number 3 is bottom. Breaking ball. That had a nice little kind of backward rotation to it. Hit the inside corner for strike 1. Okay, the 0-1. Same pitch, fouled straight back. I do not know what he's throwing as a right-hand hitter to a right-hand batter, and it's breaking in toward the right-hander. So kind of sailing a little backdoor slider or something like that. Effective so far. 0-2 pitch. Outside. Had the same arm motion, kind of sidearm, but he pulled it to the outside part of the plate instead of inside. Speaking with Jordan's dad before the game, we were marveling at how Jordan thinks the game and really works the count. Swung on him, missed strike 3. He just flat out blew it by him. Great job. Jordan, very slightly built kid, junior, and he's working, grinding, getting better every day. He could be a big part of this Ripon Christian staff this year. Okay. First pitch to Garcia is ball 1 outside. Timeout. And there's a ball loose in right field. We are kind of back-to-back to the JV field today, and the balls are coming from different directions onto the varsity field. Here at Midland Park, it's the Giants Stadium. Swung on, pop foul down the left field line. Long run, and if it ends up fair, the runner going to second. The throw is not quite in time. Shua Crivello tried the sweep tag, and the runner slid in. That ball, when it left the bat, it was foul, and it just kept coming back, and actually dropped about 5 feet fair down the left field line. No man's land for sure. So pop fly double. For Garcia, and now Hunt is the batter. He roped one in the first inning. That's breaking ball inside corner for strike 1. Okay, the 0-1. Luisi looks the runner back, turns and throws. Not quite in time. He and Josh Crivello, the second baseman, worked that pickoff play and others last year to the tune of 8 different pickoffs in 1 year. They were shooting for 10, they got 8. Both really good thinking kids. All right, the pitch, down and away. So 1-1. Good Hunt. Luisi turns and throws, and the shortstop, Sonke, coming over, had to take that throw behind second on the run. As Crivello faked a second and then broke back to his position, and Sonke followed the pitch. Swung on foul, straight back and down off the backstop. So counts 1-2. One out, runner on second. 5-2, Ripon leads, bottom of the third. Pitch down and away. Ball 2. So it counts 2-2. Possible pitch of decision here. You don't want to go full. See what Luisi comes with. He throws sidearm, pop foul and out of play. Heads up to the right field line. I heard it hit the ground. So still 2-2, the count to Hunt. Luisi stretches, looks back at the runner and throws. Breaking ball outside. That ball broke a foot. The count's full. Tried to dot the outside part of the plate, but missed. He throws. Foul ball, right field, out of play. Swung on and missed. Tried to check his swing. Breaking ball to the outside, strike 3. So there are 2 out. And Swafford to the plate. Him ground ball to the left side, taken by Anderson. 2 steps and a throw, and a beautiful throw on the button for out number 3. Kind of a routine type play, but so important to keep the run from scoring. So the score at the end of 3 remains Ripon So Caden Anderson, Ricky Van Unen, and Logan Sauer due to bat for the Knights. First pitch to Anderson, shows bunt, pulls the bat back, and takes the ball 1 outside. Swung on, rip, fair ball down the left field line. Anderson rounds second. Then he runs first and heads for second. Then he comes sliding in. He gets around and he's tagged. What's the call? He's out. That was like a swimming exercise at second base. So Caden a little too aggressive, down 3 runs, leading off. Smoked the ball again down the left field line. But end result, 1 out, nobody on. Ricky Van Unen, the batter. Ricky takes a strike. The 0-1, up and in, ball 2. A breaking ball, it did break, but not enough. Okay, pitch to Van Unen, swung on, fouled off. So the count's gone to 1-2. The ball game's reached the 1 hour mark here in the top of the 4th. So on the exact 2 hour pace for a 7-inning game. Okay, Ricky down 1-2. The pitch from Moulton. he got a piece of that and fouled it straight back. So his first at bat, Ricky was down 0-2, several fouls, and finally worked a walk. So Ripon Christian does not want to stay here 3 runs behind all game. They'd like to get a little inroad. Pitch is swung on a miss. Reached for it on the outside corner, couldn't get it, strike 3. So Jordan Luisi, who replaced Logan Sauer in the batting order, is due up. I believe we're going to have a pitching change. And off goes Joseph Moulton, getting a good hand from the Ripon crowd, and he deserved it. He really righted the ship after giving up 2 runs early, having nobody out, and came back to do well. So McDowell will be the relief pitcher. He's going to take some warm-ups, and we'll be back. Okay, Jordan Luisi steps in, takes ball 1. Braden McDowell. 1-0. Swung on and missed. Got in his kitchen a little bit inside. Strike 1, so it's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on for the Knights. Top of the 4th, down 5-2. 1-1 pitch inside. Jordan ducked, almost got the bill of the helmet, but ball 2. I think Jordan's been hit 5 times already this season. Swung on a miss. Ball's down and in a little bit. In the strike zone, hard to get to. So it's 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Foul tipped into the catcher's mitt, and the inning is over. So for the Knights, nothing across. No runs, no hits, no errors. Check that. 1 hit. Anderson thrown out trying to stretch a double. Nobody left on base. Score at the end of 3.5. Remains 5-2 Ripon. All right, Luisi finishes his warm-ups for the bottom of the 4th. And he'll be facing, let me see here. Strike call. Strike two. Right fielder Lopez, the batter. Pardon me for hesitation there. So it's 0-2 count to Lopez, leading off the bottom of the fourth. 5-2, Ripon leads the 0-2. Swung on and missed. Beautiful breaking ball. Sidearm, slider or curveball that broke down and away. It was good when he started to swing. It was not there when he finished the swing. So Cackley will be the batter. He takes ball one down and away. The catcher. Okay, the 1-0. Strike called. Got the low part of the zone called. Beautiful pitch. Pitcher's pitch. That's where you want it every time. Logan's been dialed in with the lower part. Pardon me, Jordan has been dialed in with the lower part of the strike zone. There's strike two. This is his third appearance, I believe, this season, and I haven't seen him miss high and get hurt by it yet. Down, ball. 1-2. Now 2-2. Okay, the 2-2 pitch by Luisi. Swung on and missed. He changed speeds on a little sidearm floater, and Cackley swung right through it for out number 2. So Isaac Sandoval, leadoff man, steps up to the plate. Okay, the first pitch. Strike call down the middle. Jordan throwing a lot of sidearm stuff. 3/4 to the right-hand hitters especially. Okay, comes sidearm again. Check swing ball on the outside. Josh Buffalo doing a really nice job behind the plate today. Real clean, real smooth, keeps the game going, keeps the defense on their toes. Luisi working quick, ball down, 2-1. All the Ripon Christian pitchers work extremely fast. Okay, Luisi out of the stretch. The 2-1, grounded right back to the box. He throws to first, and the inning is over. Real nice hold-em inning, Jordan Luisi. So through 4 remains Ripon 5, Ripon Christian 2. We'll be back. Josh Crivello takes a ball called a strike on the inside. So it's 0-1. She was struck out his first time. Here's the pitch from McDowell. Breaking ball, strike 2 is a nice one. So Crivello down 0-2. And Ripon Christian looking for a spark. The 0-2 pitch, outside, 1-2. Okay, McDowell gets a sign. Steps back into his motion and throws. Foul straight back. Count 1 and 2. The pitch. Swung on, foul tip. Shua battling. All right, McDowell into the motion. Ooh, foul straight back. Kind of ate him up on the inside, but he got a piece of it. So he's fouled off 3 in a row, staying alive with a 1-2 count. Big leadoff batter here in the 5th. Strike 3 call, took it basically down the middle. So we have 1 out, nobody on. Top of 5, RC trailing by 3 runs. Really needs to pick it up right about here. Got the top of the order, sun's coming back out. See what happens. First pitch to Sauer, takes a breaking ball, strike 1 call. I said Sauer. Sonky takes a breaking ball, strike 1 call. The pitch, grounder towards short, 2 hops, fielded, thrown, and gets him. Really nice defense. One thing about this artificial turf, it's mostly true hops. So 2 quick outs for the Knights. And today's starting pitcher, Luke Crivello, steps up trying to get something going. Nice. First pitch to Luke. He takes one outside, ball 1. 2 out, nobody on, top of the 5th. Ripon 5, RC 2. 1-0. Down and in. Down and in. Ball 2. Swung on and missed. 2-1. Okay, the 2-1 pitch to Luke Crivello takes a strike on the outside. So it's 2-2 on number 2, 2 out and nobody on. Ripon Christian down 5-2. 2-2 pitch. Oh, he fights it off, fouls it over the third base dugout and out of play. Luke signals with his hand to the dugout little slider. All right, 2-2 pitch from McDowell. He rocks and throws. Fouled off again to the left side. Hits one of the poles. Out of play. Okay, the 2-2 pitch. Check swing. Takes it for ball 3. So yet another RC batter has battled with 2 strikes and got it to a full count. Let's see if we can finish the deal this at bat. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swung on, grounded, back to the box. Nice backhand stop by McDowell, who was coming off the mound, reached back on the way and threw him out for out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down. Ripon 5, Ripon Christian 2 after 4.5. Back at Ripon, Luisi continues on the hill, facing Dawson Downs to lead off the bottom of inning number 5. Hard ground ball, foul, and all the way down the right field line. Zach Wallace bounces out of the RC dugout, shags that one. Here's the 0-1. Grounded hard to the right side. Knocked down by Koolhaas, where nobody's covering. Or did he get back? Dave Koolhaas did get back to first. I'm sorry, that was Jordan Luisi over there. How fast is that kid? He got there like a flash. I saw Downs, I saw the ball, I saw Koolhaas going away. Great job, Crivello. Josh to Luisi for the out. So 1 out. Oh, that ball's ripped to left. Back, and it's going to be down in the corner. He'll be going for 2. Overrun by Van Unen. Hits the cutoff man. It's a double for Owen Wilbur. One of the big right-hand hitters I talked about. Here's another big one, Dorn. So 1 out, a man on second. Stand-up double. Hey, Luisi looks at the runner and throws. It's lined to center. If it's down, it should score a run. Hoekstra coming in. Throws to second. The run scores. It is 6-2. Okay. 6-2, Ripon. Bottom 5. Garcia up, 1-0 count. Jordan Luisi's thrown 40 pitches. Pitch. Ball outside. Pickoff move to first. He's back in. So the count's 2-0 to Garcia. Dorn on first, having driven in the 6th Ripon run. Luisi out of the stretch, delivers. Runner goes and comes back to first. He bluffed. I believe it's 3-0. Outside. Strike down the middle. Pickoff move bounced over at first base. Nice backhand stab by Koolhaas to save another miscue. Okay, Luisi with a pitch. That's up and in. Ball 4. So the Knights double play depth up the middle. 1 out. They'd love to turn the DP and get out of here. So Brady Hunt takes strike 1 call on a breaking ball right on the inside corner. The 0-1. Swung, grounded hard to Anderson. He steps on third and throws to first. He's off. The throw to third gets away from Koolhaas, and the run is going to score. Oh my goodness. Anderson went to the bag at third, made the right decision, fired to first. but it kind of pulled Dave Koolhaus off the bag. The runner at first was steaming around second into third, and the throw over there got to the bag, the mitt, and the runner at the same time and got away. So runner at second, grounder to short. Slonky with a throw gets him for out number 3. But the score has risen to 6-2. Ripon through 5 innings, 7-2 now on that last error. And things not looking that good. So we'll take a break and see what Ripon Christian can come up with in the top of the 6th. So the catcher, Josh Buffalo, will lead off for Ripon Christian. The situation getting pretty dire. It's 7-2 Ripon. We're at the top of inning number 6. Third place hitter, Buffalo, swings and hits one high in the air to right field, going back, way back. It's over the right fielder's head and off the wall. So Buffalo steams into second with a ringing double to the opposite field. Lopez got turned around and it didn't matter. He was looking right into the sun, and that ball, I believe, 2-hop the fence. That's a deep right center here at Missland Park. So leadoff double. Here's a big boy the Knights would love to get going with the bat. Dustin Hoekstra, cleanup batter. First pitch to Dustin. Line drive, base hit to center. So they're going to have runners on first and third and nobody out. So the 3 and 4 place hitter came through with line drives, and that should give a little bit of spark to the Knights. Okay, Dave Koolhaus up. Really good clutch hitter all last season out of the 8th spot in the order. Swings and fouls it to the right and out of play. Oh, we had a balk? Oh, I was called a balk by the base umpire, Dalton. And so both runners move up. There's no pitch. And it's 7-3. So no count on David Koolhaus. A break for the Knights for sure. Okay. Pitch from McDowell. Up and away, ball 1. Caden Anderson on deck. He's had line drive contact both times up today. The 1-0. Line drive, left center field. Will it get down? It does. They hold Hoekstra at third, down 4 runs, nobody out, and the Knights have something cooking. So that's 3 line drives in a row. Balk thrown in between. Caden Anderson looking at a series of signs from Coach DeVisser down at third. Now he steps in. We're ready to go. Nobody out. Been on first and third for Ripon Christian. McDowell out of the stretch, looks to the runner at first and throws. The bunt is on. Oh, we fouled it. We had the squeeze on. A Ripon Christian staple on their road to the section title and the Division 5 California State Team of the Year crown last season. The bunt game, the run game, the speed game. So 0-1 to Anderson. Pitch, he turns the bunt again. It's up high. Both runners bluff, and it's just ball one. So 1-1, Caden Anderson. Seven to 3, Ripon. Runners, Hoekstra at third, Coolhouse at first. Anderson looks to bunt again and is up and away. Ball two. So the count is 2 balls, 1 strike. Reliever McDowell in a bit of a jam here. The pitch. He bunts it in the air. It's going to be a double play. The throw to third. And the squeeze call backfires. So 2 out. Ricky Van Unen will bat. First pitch to Van Unen, check swing, foul, strike one. Swung on. Foul tipped out of the catcher's glove. Count to Van Unen, 0-2. 2 out, runner on first, 7-3. Ripon leads Ripon Christian. Up, ball one. So 1-2 to Van Unen. Pitch, swung on and missed. Strike 3, ball in the dirt. And Cackley throws him out at first. So the inning ends. Ripon still ahead, 7-3. So we have a pitching change. Garrett Pollard will be on the hill for the Knights, and the umpires and coaches are discussing the way the lineups have changed. We'll get those to you if and when we get the changes. So as of now, Pollard in for Luisi on the hill, and Arriola is pinch hitting. First pitch, up and away, ball one. Swung on and missed, strike one. So left-hand hitter. Now on my roster, I have number 12, Abbott, and number 12 is batting. And I see Arriola on another app, so let's say it's Abbott. 1-1 pitch, he grounds it toward the right side, foul on the ground. First base coach flips it to the base umpire, Dalton, who throws it back to the pitcher, Pollard. So the count's 1-2 to number 12, Abbott. Pollard takes a stretch. Big, tall right-hander rocks and throws. Up and away, a breaking ball. Really took something off of that. And Josh Buffalo almost on his knees with a big lunge to the outside of the other batter's box and grabbed it. So 1-2 pitch. Swung on it high in the air to left. It's between them and coming over and making the catch in left field is Jordan Luisi. So he moved into left field. It looks like Van Unen has left the game. So Pollard would be in Van Unen's spot. Okay, great catch by Luisi. So there's the out. Next pitch, breaking ball outside. The catcher, Cackley, is up. The Indians sitting pretty with a 7-3 lead in the bottom of inning number 6. Pitch from Pollard, fouled. Pardon me, I misjudged it. It was actually a fly ball to the left for out number 2. My call would indicate why cataract surgery will be in my near future. Okay, 2 out, nobody on. Isaac Sandoval sees ball 1 come in high. So leadoff batter, and part of a couple of big rallies here for the Indians. Pollard throws, down and away, ball 2. Pleasure to watch Buffalo behind the plate work today. Really smooth and clean game. Pitch, strike call on the outside corner. So Garrett Pollard getting, he had a couple innings under his belt up at Somerville the other day. And I believe this is his second appearance on the mound this season. So the pitch, swung on, hit high in the air. Center field, waiting and making the catch. Justin Hoekstra, and the inning's over. So real nice, 3 up, 3 down for Garrett Pollard. So going to the do or die top of the 7th. It's Ripon Indians 7 and Ripon Christian 3, and we'll be back after a short break. Logan Sauer will lead off the top of the 7th. Down 4. Swings and hits it high in there to right field. Right fielder moving under it. And was not a pretty thing, but he stabbed it with his right hand, staggering backward. Looked like he had a little sun in his eyes, but did the job. So 1 pitch, 1 out, trailing by 4. Josh Crivello is up. The ground ball up the middle. It's slowly coming over Sandoval, fires, and gets him. I would say Ripon's infield defense has been stellar today, making all the routine plays, making all the right decisions. So 2 out, nobody on, and down to their last out in Grant Sankey are the Knights. First pitch to Grant is a breaking ball, down for ball 1. Ball 2. Sankey, the big right-hand hitter. 2-0 pitch. Tries to check his swing, but went around on an outside fastball, so it's 2-1. It's hit high and deep to center. Going back as a center fielder, it's over his head. So Sankey's going to get 3, I believe. He's roaring into third and goes in, standing, and he's going to go to the plate. The relay throw comes, and he's safe. An inside the park home run, Grant Sankey. I could hear Coach DeVisser giving him the come on, come on, come on as he rounded second, and that was crazy speed and aggression by Ripon Christian. So, seven to 4 with Crivello. A little comment with the catcher. They both chuckled at that one. That was a sight to behold. All right, a real highlight for the Knights today. Okay, first pitch to Crivello. He takes one down in the dirt, blocked by Cackley, ball 1. So Crivello, Buffalo on deck. If the Knights can keep it going, Dustin Hoekstra in the hole would be the tying run. It's a long way away. All right, 1-1 to Luke. Takes it, ball. 2-1. That was down in the dirt. I say dirt, down in the artificial rubber reddish turf. Pitch, swung on, ground to the right side, and the second baseman makes the play, and the game is over. Real nice defense by Ripon today. Took advantage of a lot of mistakes by the Knights, and they wrap it up with the 7-4 victory. Time of game would be 1 hour, 42 minutes. The winning pitcher, Moulton. Losing pitcher, Crivello. So the players are shaking hands. We're going to sign off here. It's been a pleasure speaking with you tonight. And our next Ripon Christian game will be Saturday at noon versus Central Valley Christian. Hope you can join us there. For those of you who have been listening, I appreciate the audience. And Bruce Aguilar saying good night. Everybody stay safe and God bless.